Success in today's dairy industry is viewed differently. The part that I struggle with the most is the work-life balance. Yes, we want to be progressive, and yes, we want to be profitable, and we need to be able to feed our family. But a dairy industry, in a dairy farm, there's always lots and lots of work to do. But for me, the definition of success would be to be able to manage a profitable business, to be sustainable, and create a nice work environment for me and my animals, my family, deliver a good quality product that is milk, and enjoy the company of my peers and my support team around me. I feel more supported now than I ever have in my farming career because of the people that surround me and help me make decisions. I think it's very, very important to do what I do well and allow people who do what they do well to do what they do, whether it be the crop consultant to advise me on the crops. I look after herd management and farm management, look after some cows. The 60-year-old man that I talked about previously, he's very much a cow man, and he makes sure my reproduction is kept in check on a regular basis. I have a couple of men that prepare the soil and put the soil to bed for the crops. My two sons, they help with general maintenance and feed calves. My accountant, for sure. My veterinarian is both a friend and a very good peer. I actually sing with him on a regular basis with my veterinarian, so that's really neat. Certainly my nutritionist helps me with farm management decisions and more value-added things other than just balancing rations. Up until the last 12 months, I thought I was doing the best I possibly could, and I didn't understand why I wasn't getting ahead. So I really had to, again, do some soul searching, try to figure out what I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, reevaluate everything, tear everything apart and put it back together. And I needed the accountant and the lawyers and my nutritionist and all of my team members to help me figure that out. I've hired professionals in that regard before, but they just weren't helping me figure out the answers that I needed to figure out. But we've made a few significant changes, and I'm very, very happy for it. We had a meeting almost a year ago with my nutritionist and a couple of professional financial consultants, part of that team, my lender, and we all put our heads together and think, what am I doing now? It was very manageable. What I do on this farm is manageable. Well, it wasn't necessarily profitable. And what came out of that meeting is on all levels, all the consultants said that if I grow, in particular, the milk volume, that'll give me more cash flow to be able to allow to do what I'm going to do. So it's a bit of a leap of faith, but I've purchased more quota, I purchased another robot, and we've gotten some free quota along the way, so that certainly helped my decision. I was really stuck on buying the farm next door, thinking I needed the land. That was a huge hurdle to overcome. And now we're going to strictly focus on milking the cows and creating that cash inflow. The experience of the lenders, the veterinarians, the nutritionists, they see a lot of farms, and they see a lot of farms in different experiences and in different situations. I have to trust them. I have to trust their experience and rely on their experience to tell me that I will be in a better place. And that was another hurdle I needed to overcome, is I would be in a financially, physically, mentally in a better place if I grew my business. Mm-hmm. So through my nutritionist, they brought to the table a company called ADM, and we did a complete financial analysis on all of my financial records. I felt a bit naked, again, be exposing, but I was at a point where I really wanted to do everything I can to help figure out where I wasn't as successful as I could be. And we had a lot of discussions. I needed to be open-minded and be willing to consider their ideas. And not all the ideas went over that well, but I needed to fester on them a little bit longer. But certainly the people have lots and lots of experience and explained to me other situations where farmers were in a similar or even a worse situation than me, and they are doing much better now, and so that's where I hope to be. I think I've positioned myself very well for the future of the dairy industry. I've built a new barn. I have lots of capacity with a second robot. I could be buying more quota. I will have to do things differently. I will have to think differently. But I think I've positioned myself very well. And even if one of my two sons has decided not to farm 10 years down the road, I think I've positioned myself that this farm would be very, very saleable on the marketplace. And certainly 10 years ago, my old facilities were not. So I'm feeling very, very happy about my future or my children's future. I think the process of going through the financial assessment with my feed company and ADM was very, very worthwhile. I've done other financial assessments several times, trying to find that little edge that helped me figure out what direction to go, and I wasn't getting it. So I think I finally found a team of professionals that will help me and support me navigate through my next few years in the dairy business. So thank you for all.
Oui, c'est ça. On a visé sur la technologie robotisée pour la traite, parce qu'on croyait qu'il y avait un surplus de lait à aller chercher, puis un peu de bénéfices, puis un peu de qualité de vie aussi. Et puis on ne s'est pas vraiment trompé, parce que c'est vraiment le résultat qu'on a eu depuis le changement. Le gros facteur, c'est que ça nous prend... On n'est pas obligé d'être toujours les trois ensemble pour faire la traite. Un va suffire à faire la tâche, mais puis en plus, on a une flexibilité, pas obligé d'avoir des heures extrêmement fixes pour les traites. C'est surtout ça. C'est sûr que la santé, on dirait que les vaches vieillissent beaucoup mieux en étant libres qu'attachées. On dirait que c'est plus simple pour eux autres de vivre comme ça. On aime mieux ça aussi. Oui, la santé, je pense que c'est le facteur le plus important. Notre but, c'est surtout d'avoir une meilleure santé dans les vaches, puis une longévité plus longue pour aller chercher du bénéfice à long terme, puis avoir moins de problèmes, passer moins de temps à la ferme, puis à s'occuper des vaches. L'objectif second, après la santé et la longévité des vaches, c'est de maximiser le quota, le kilo de quota par vache. On produit à peu près 1,6 kg, peut-être de monter à 1,8 kg par vache à long terme, et de le maintenir à l'année longue. Les facteurs clés de succès, c'est sûr, c'est la santé des vaches, c'est la régie du troupeau, avoir une bonne tenue des saillies, puis de la fertilité. Il y a bien des facteurs aussi, le confort, la ventilation, l'emplacement, le stress, le degré de stress qu'il y a dans la ferme. C'est pas mal les meilleurs facteurs qu'on a observés et qu'on essaye de maintenir à l'ordre. Pour mesurer notre succès, c'est sûr qu'on a une partie de chance là-dedans. Le troupeau, il va bien, la santé est là, la production est là. On est content, on est satisfait. C'est sûr qu'on veut toujours avoir mieux. À quel point qu'on peut avoir mieux, on ne sait pas. C'est sûr que pour tout de suite, on est très satisfait de qu'est-ce qu'on a comme résultat. On évalue que notre succès est quand même réussi. Financièrement, c'est sûr qu'on aime ça que les chiffres parlent aussi, mais quand l'humeur va bien, c'est que les chiffres vont bien aussi. Le prix du lait qui baisse a affecté plus ou moins, parce que déjà, depuis quelques années, on avait mis l'emphase sur la rentabilité par vache, puis par argent, par les intrants au minimum. Donc, c'est sûr qu'il faut pas lâcher, parce que le prix du lait à la baisse, c'est pas pour s'améliorer beaucoup. Il faut pas négliger aucun point, que ce soit la santé ou l'alimentation. faut vraiment aller chercher le plus partout. On avait déjà la façon de penser d'aller chercher un peu plus de rentabilité en prévision du lait qui baisse, mais c'était déjà entamé avant. Là. Donc, on est déjà là. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire de plus? On cherche. Donc, on verra avec l'avenir. ADM nous a supporté beaucoup pour la santé des vaches en venant donner un œil une fois par semaine, une fois ou 2 semaines, un œil secondaire au troupeau, puis améliorer tous les petits points. Puis quand on décide qu'on dit que les vaches ils maigrissent, mais ils nous écoutent, ça agit immédiatement. Puis c'est ce qu'on aime bien l'ADM. Puis c'est pas mal ça. Puis ils ont tout le temps des bonnes idées pour aller chercher la meilleure santé, la meilleure reproduction. C'est surtout les plus gros changements, c'est surtout de baisser les grains, aller avec une ration plus fourragère pour être tout le temps plus sécuritaire possible, puis en ayant le meilleur rendement possible. ADM nous a poussé à avoir tout le temps les meilleures qualités dans les fourrages pour avoir le meilleur résultat, avoir la meilleure santé. C'est pour ça que ça va bien comme ça. Les deux côtés, on travaille ensemble, puis ça fonctionne bien. Oui, à chaque changement, le retour sur la gestion est vraiment efficace pour voir si on a un gain, si on est sur la bonne voie. Des fois, on peut être dans le champ, des fois, on est correct, mais au moins, on a des chiffres à l'appui, puis c'est une technique pratique. Pas de là à vivre juste avec ça, mais ça a ses utilités, surtout dans les essais, quand on veut aller chercher plus. C'est un bon outil. Ben, c'est ça. Le but de travailler en équipe avec les vétérinaires, les nutritionnistes, puis tous les autres, c'est surtout pour avoir le même objectif, puis trouver les meilleures solutions face à tous les problèmes éventuels qu'on peut avoir. Une seule personne ne peut pas avoir toutes les réponses. Donc, l'ensemble, on trouve la bonne solution, puis on l'applique. C'est surtout ça qu'on aime d'une équipe comme ça. Que ce soit le vétérinaire peut avoir plus la santé, mais la santé découle de la nutrition. Les deux vont ensemble. Puis notre ouvrage, des fois, il y a des modifications à y apporter. Un autre va le voir. Puis, ça prend une équipe pour faire les meilleurs résultats.
We have done a lot of stuff in the process, and I think what we've noticed that if we got more particular on certain things, we could make some extra money. I think that's why we became aware of that if we were really particular, we could make better profits. The biggest change at our dairy, what we've done is we have tried very hard to crunch the numbers and see where our bottlenecks were, that we could improve our animal health and our milk production, and we could really improve our bottom line. In the next year, I really want to fill my quota and improve the bottom line, and improve our management and improve efficiency. That's what I want to do in the next 12 months. Important for success is if my cows are healthy, if they produce well, if I don't have sick cows. Also important for success is if my employees stay around, and if all the people who help me out keep coming back. That for me is important for success. The biggest thing I worry about is positive cash flow, milk production, and if my animals are healthy. That's how I measure success. People who come to the barn with some sound advice who can help me make decisions, that's what I really use to improve my success. Employees who help me get the physical workload done. My financial institution who was willing to finance me, that is important for my success. I believe that my feed mill, Minor Bros, was very important in taking ADM to the farm here, and ADM has become more important in the last 2 years that they have come to the farm. and that has been instrumental. I think that got the farm to where the farm is today. I think the farm in the last 2 years has seen great improvements without basically having sound advice, not necessarily help me do big investments, just point out to me where the opportunities were. The resources are very important because they have knowledge in areas and expertise in areas in my farm that I didn't have, and they can really help me with making decisions because they can point out to me where the opportunities are in the farm for finances or animal health. With ADM coming to the farm, they pointed out to me what my opportunities were. I was able to make decisions, what makes things a lot easier and a lot more fun. A lot healthier animals, a lot healthier for everybody. With ADM, with sound advice they brought to the farm, we were able to make good changes with low investment, but made a very good return. Our transition program is going far better, like 10 times better than I did a couple of years ago. A lot less problems with fresh cows, a lot less milk fever. That is a very big change, what works really good. And I think for calf raising and heifer raising, we were greatly able to improve our ventilation and our way of feeding the calves, and that has worked very well for heifer raising. So there were two big changes who made a big difference on the bottom line. Our biggest change is that I was able to hire 2 really good people who helped me do the physical work. Then I was better able to concentrate on managing, what allowed me to manage more and maybe work less physical work and more smart work, I guess. That's the biggest difference. We were able to use our brains and stay focused on the management end of things and have somebody else help me do the physical work. Use your calculator more and have somebody else help you do the physical work, and don't feel guilty sitting in the office when somebody else is doing the physical work in your barn. I think that's very important. We are used to work hard. We're not used to working smart. We got to work smarter, not harder. If I would try to do all the physical work here on the farm and do it on my own, try to save money, I better quit today. It's important to have somebody else help me do the physical work so I can concentrate on managing things. After I talked to the ADM people and we walked through our barns and we looked around what was happening, there were certain things that I thought were happening, and they could put the numbers beside it, and they could really tell me what worked in our farm, what didn't work, where we needed to improve. They could put the numbers beside it, and they could support it, and then we could make an informed decision. They were better with calculators than I was. They could really tell me what was happening, what I needed to change, and I think in the last year ADM has proven that they knew their stuff, that what I changed really made a difference. Yes, it was a very attractive interaction, especially with our business growing bigger, that we could have somebody on our management team who knew the finances, understand the finances in the dairy industry a lot better than I did. That made a big difference. And I think that has made the conversation with our lender a lot easier. That made a big difference. I need ADM to stick around, actually. I think that's my most important comment, that somebody comes to the barn, that I can pick their brains and they can help me make decisions. I like to keep doing that in the future. That's something I would like to mention. I feel that we are well prepared for the future of the dairy farm, of the dairy industry, and that if we continue to manage the dairy farm the way we do today, that we are in good shape. I'm positive that it's going to work really well. I think the management team is really valuable for the sense that I can bring a vet, a financial institution, the guys from ADM, my nutritionist, all together in one room and have a discussion about what we should change at our dairy farm and how that's going to impact our dairy farm and how that's going to impact in our bottom line. I think that is very neat, that is very important, and those discussions doesn't have to take long but can be very valuable. And then you can make a good decision and it's going to work good. You can have really interesting discussions, really fair discussions, and then you can really figure out what you want to do in the future, what would change your farm, what would make things better, and what would improve your bottom line, and would make life, I think, a lot easier sometimes. I think in the end it has gotten a lot more relaxed after you make a decision with a lot of people involved.
Hi, my name is Candice Schistel. I work for ADM out of the Woodstock, Ontario office. My role in the company is working with our partner mills and their customers, the farmers. I enjoy helping farmers to build a team and in the process helping them to increase their margins.
Mon nom est Maxime Germain, je travaille pour ADM en collaboration avec la meunerie Soucy. Mon territoire, c'est Québec-Trois-Rivières puis Québec-Cap-Saint-Ignace. Puis je travaille directement avec les producteurs. On fait tout ce qui est nutrition, la surveillance de la régie des fermes, puis la surveillance aussi du côté économique. Fait qu'en gros, c'est pas mal ça.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Marie-Pierre Parent, je travaille chez ADM depuis maintenant 4 ans. Mon rôle est d'accompagner les producteurs laitiers et les représentants des meuneries avec qui on travaille directement sur la ferme. On va travailler à ce moment-là sur une régie globale dans le but d'améliorer la rentabilité des entreprises laitières dans la région centre du Québec, Estrie et un petit peu dans la Beauce.
Mon nom est Maxime Tarte. Je travaille pour ADM depuis 4 ans dans le territoire de la Montérégie. Mon rôle chez ADM est vraiment comme représentant pour les producteurs laitiers. Je travaille directement avec des producteurs, c'est mes comptes, et aussi je travaille avec certains représentants de meuneries indépendantes qui travaillent dans le réseau d'ADM. Donc c'est un travail d'équipe entre représentants des meuniers et ADM qui est moi, au fond, qui représente la compagnie.